everybody, it's Alan BB again. Long time no see, I know. I would like to review Aiki number 1 yet again, and then go into Aiki number 2. So, Aiki number 1, we have bones in compression. They're sandwiched between the ground and gravity. They're being squished. And tissues in tension, they're being pulled. And so you can actually see that the tissue itself is compressing the bone, but the tissue is in tension. This is a tensegrity structure, and we want to have our body held similarly to this, so that the bones aren't stacked on each other. They're held in tension by the tissue. Okay. So now let's review Aiki number 2. Aiki number 2. You have force coming this way, you have force coming this way, they meet at 90 degrees. And it results in a resultant force vector. This force is not impeded, this force is not impeded. They do influence each other, and they create a resultant force vector. That is non-resistant. They're not resisting each other. They just influence each other. Okay? Here's how we do Aiki number 2. Practically. Here is a wheel. The spokes are like bones. If I set it on the ground, the spoke is now in compression, and it's supporting the frame here by compression. The tube, which is not inflated right now, is like my tissues. And because of gravity pulling it down, it is now in tension. It's being stretched across the frame. All right? If there's a certain amount of tension in the tissue, which I can cause pneumatically, I can put air in there. But if I put weight on there, the pressure increases throughout the entire tissue, and it's going out in all directions, not just linearly now. All right, so it's going out in all directions equally. Okay, so the pressure gets equalized. Now, what if I was to take this tissue that's in tension and move it? Yeah, I know I'm moving my bones too. We do that sometimes, or sometimes we just move the tissue. If I move it here, you'll notice that there's a force that continuously is going like this, or like this, or like this, or like this, all the way around the thing. So when a linear force comes in, it's met orthogonally, and there's a resultant force vector. Let's see if I can get this going. Pa-chow, 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 okay? This stays on center. This gets pulled off center and loses its base. Okay? This is Aiki 2 because it's on a singular plane. So it doesn't matter if I put it on that plane or I put it on that plane. It's still considered Aiki 2. This way. Right? This is used a lot in Aiki arts. Perhaps you've seen it. I come to grab and that's my Daito Ryu impression. Here's my Aikido impression. I must maintain the integrity of my tack. I must maintain the integrity of my tack until it's time for me to fall. Ah! And then I fall. Okay, I've insulted both now. All right, that's a singular plane. Aiki number 3. Aiki number 3 I'm going to rotate around this axis, and I'm going to rotate around this axis. Let's see if I can do this simultaneously. And when I do that, no matter where a linear force comes in, it will be met orthogonally. And in other words, there will be no non-resistance. And this will retain its center. Okay, pretty cool. But how do we do that as a human being? Well, we can do this. I can rotate this way. So this is rotating. This is actually rotating too. Okay. And I can rotate this way. Okay. And if I go like this, that rotates as well. Okay, now I have a coaxial rotation. If you were to follow this, you'd notice it was actually a spiral. Okay, and what happens is it becomes non-resistant because no matter what force comes in, it's met orthogonally, thereby creating Aiki 3. So Aiki 1 is that Fudo Shin means immovable body, immovable mind. Not that it doesn't move, it's continuously moving, okay? But it has the aspects of immovability to it. So that's Aiki 1. Aiki 2 is non-resistant on a singular plane. Aiki 3 is non-resistant on two planes, or in 3 dimensions, and consequently it's non-resistant altogether. We're not spheres, so in our bodies, our task is to create Aiki 1 throughout our entire body, maintain that, and then to use our bodies, move our tissue in coaxial spirals or even triaxial spirals, and you want to be able to do that everywhere. That's where the Tandoku Dosa are going to come in. I'm going to start introducing you to the solo body movement exercises that help you to develop Aiki 1, Aiki 2, and Aiki 3. Really important that you understand what Aiki 1, Aiki 2, and Aiki 3 are. Otherwise, you're just going to look at the exercises and go, oh, he's just moving his body in a particular way. Actually, I am moving my body in a particular way, but maybe not in the way that is normally thought of. Okay? So if you have any questions at all, please go ahead and put them on the site. If I'm within range of the internet, I will try to answer those as quickly as possible. Until next time, Alan Beebe. Ha!